not so really speaking to me, but everybody is. Jeff Patterson. He was very influential in going down there with Dr. David Allen. And when 1262 was on the floor, getting it off, they're talking to them in their offices and telling them, no, this isn't going to work. This isn't right. And you've got to understand, some of those guys, they mean well, but they don't know how it is on our side, the patient side, what we need. They were trying to put something through, and it wasn't going to work. So here I am to introduce Jeff Patterson.
Thank you, everyone. Tall guy in the house.
Yeah, you can just pick it up.
Notice from
Anchored.
Just pick it up.
I'm really happy to be here today.
Keep
You
going.
can just rip it. You're good.
There you are. You're a big one.
All right, I'm really happy to be here today. Like, this place is just really magical. Shasta, thank you, Dr. Tammy, for putting this on. This is just really fantastic. I want to talk about SB 1262 and cannabis in general. SB 1262, I don't know if a lot of you are familiar with it or not, but I live down in Sacramento, California, so we're a little bit more in tune with the capital and how the laws are put together and forced through, and sometimes jammed down our throats and backdoored without our knowledge. And we have some organizations that, like Dr. Tammy said, they mean well, but they were forcing us down our throats. SB 1262 would have given rights to the collectives a lot more than what we need. It would have criminalized aspects of Prop 215, which is just completely unacceptable. When you want to gouge $8,000 out of a cannabis patient to transport his cannabis from his garden to a collective, $8,000 with a GPS locator on your car, with a lockbox in your trunk, all of these crazy extremes that are going to take away cannabis doctors and make people go through primary care physicians. That wasn't going to work. So we had to stand up and stop these guys from jamming this bill down our throats. It was unacceptable. It had to be stopped. I mean, my friends that we fought other bills with together, they're coming out of the office and we're going right into the office. We were as grassroots as it got. It just, everybody rose up and just, I'll meet you down at the Capitol. Dr. David Allen's over there. I'll meet you down at the Capitol. I'll see you there. I'll be right there. And lobbying is just freestyle. We don't have a speech. You go into a lobby of an office at the Capitol building, or even Washington, D.C. I've been there twice, talking on Capitol Hill to the staffers that will listen to us just barely. Dianne Feinstein, she doesn't want to hear us. She wants to incarcerate us.
Yeah.
We couldn't put everybody in this room in jail. You know, everybody in here knows about jury nullification, right?
Yes.
Jury nullification? Okay. Jury nullification is the idea that if you get picked for jury selection now and you don't think that cannabis should be illegal, you don't have to vote a guilty plea on a non-violent cannabis charge. You don't think that use of cannabis is hurting anybody, because it's not hurting anybody. Cannabis has never hurt anyone. Cannabis is safer than water, you guys. Water can kill you. Cannabis can't. It's impossible. There's so many other things I could go off of that. Getting back to the jury nullification, if only good people can nullify bad laws. It's really simple. If you get chosen for jury selection and you guys have the belief cannabis is not going to hurt anyone, and it never has, never will, and it's just going to jam somebody's life up for having a garden or even a joint. I've heard extreme stories of people getting harassed by CPS, by the police. Right now in Citrus Heights, California, that's my town, by the way. I just read last week about a report of a police officer down there in Citrus Heights, California, that he wrote an article that's going to go through all of the California Police Chiefs Association, and it's regarding how to incarcerate a medical cannabis patient even though he has a card. What are we doing here? Is this guy above the law? Is he above what all of these up people voted for in 1996? No, he's not. He's not above the law. He is to serve and protect and enforce the law, not make his own standards of law and go running to his buddies saying, hey, this is how we're going to jam up patients, and this is how we're going to put them in jail, and this is how we're going to get money off of people's backs, off the patients' backs. It's not going to happen. Just like SB 1262 is not going to happen. If we educate everybody that we can about drug nullification, and that using cannabis is not going to hurt anyone, it never has, never will. If anything, it's going to benefit people in so many ways. And if you don't know about cannabis, let me tell you, I just spent like the past 16 hours with a 4-year-old that beat cancer with cannabis. That is powerful. That is powerful. We think we're going to get the sedation effect, lazy, dumb, stupid, stoned. Not this guy. I'm a stoner, but I ain't dumb. That little kid's out there running around, tearing it up.
Yes.
Life is at the bottom of his feet, and he is running right through it. He's on all right now. Nobody would even guess. He hasn't skipped a beat. He's not coloring outside the lines in his book. He is on it. The kid is running. He's taking my phone and getting it online and stuff. It's like, dude, you go. Take my phone. I don't care. You know? Like, you're so special. You're just like a little angel. Same thing with Michaela. Same thing with all of these children. Cannabis is going to save your child, your daughter, your son, your wife, your grandma. I gave cannabis to my 91-year-old grandpa.
Me too. My 91-year-old grandma.
Grandma says, Jeffrey, did you give your grandpa cannabis? I said, what, Grandma? What if I did? What are you going to do? He's in pain. He's old. His dementia's, it's advancing. I did hospice care for a year to try to get some sanctuary from these prosecution-laden people that want to incarcerate us. So I did hardcore mainstream 1 year of hospice care. I saw a lot of cases. The first case that I went to was the lady had dementia. She couldn't remember anything. Would she have been a primary candidate for cannabis? Absolutely, all day long. Are these patients afraid of their doctors pulling their insurance because they have THC in their system? Yes, they are, and it needs to stop. These guys are getting rich off people getting sick. They're playing golf with the people that they get the dope from to make these patients sick and sicker. We need to grow a plant. Like everybody in here, I hope you guys are like all getting, friends. You're sitting at a table. If you don't know the people that you're sitting at the table with, take a second to introduce yourself. This person next to you might have something in their resource that could save your family's life. I lost my mother to breast cancer in 1994. She was 43 years old. I am 42 years old. I cannot fathom what my mother had been through at such an early stage of her life. She had already had a breast removed off her body because of a tumor that had metastasized and spread through her body. I was 21 years old. I was her primary caregiver. I knew deep down in my heart that if we had cannabis, it would have helped her. But back then, it was a little bit more dry than it is today. We have a lot more resources. I know deep down in my heart that my mother would be alive today. She'd be around for my grandkids, for her grandkids, for my children. How do you explain to your child? Your grandma's not around because, cannabis wasn't there. The times they're changing. It's time to get on board, everybody. Seriously, until you see your loved one on their deathbed going through a hospice, it just doesn't hit you how important this plant is. We all know in the room that the federal government has a patent on this plant, right? I didn't hear much.
Yeah.
Number 6630507. Google it, please. A federal patent. I repeat, a federal patent on a plant that they are incarcerating people for today, tomorrow, the next day, until we all stand up, until we all bound together and we all fight them equally on the same level, and we just don't give up. If LB tells 3 people that tell 3 more people, that tell 3 more people, we'll be that much further. If we fight prohibition like we fight Ebola right now, we can get it across the nation, we can get it in the hands of the people that desperately need it.
Tell it to the world right now.
Potentially might cure it very much. I'm hearing reports of GMO modified tobacco is apparently one of the drugs that they're trying to use to treat this Ebola stuff. But what if cannabis cured the Ebola?
Yeah.
It might be a better world, maybe, you know. We might get rid of some of these gun-toting, they're steroid thug-using, incarceratory people that just are wrecking people's lives. They go in and thrash gardens and say, this is a plant. A plant never hurt anybody. We have a joint. Is this going to hurt anyone?
Nope.
It's really not. It's really not. I just did one of these about 20 minutes ago. Am I stupid sounding?
Never.
I mean, I'm here. I'm high. Get over it. It's simple. It's really simple. Please educate and tell your neighbors, tell your friends, tell your family. It's important. Like, it kind of pinch me. I'm dreaming. Outside we have a skateboard park. I'm from the 80s. I'm an old skater from way back in the day. I ran from cops on my skateboard. Today, we have a skateboard park out here for the kids to ride. I'm like, this is too freaking cool. It's too cool. These kids have a place to go, a place to express themselves. If every city had a dispensary and a skateboard park across the nation for every kid to go to, it would just be such a better place. You know, I can speak for being a kid. I was there once. By 7th grade, I had my hands on beer. You know, I'd been drunk. 12-year-olds, 13-year-olds don't need to get drunk. So say the 12-year-old gets his hands on a 6-pack of beer or a joint. Majority of us know, but the rest of us don't. The beer can hurt the child. The pot won't. If anything, it's going to heal him.
Ready to talk?
If anything, it's going to heal him, huh, bud? Check out this little guy right here. Come over here. Check out this little guy.
Hi, guys.
This guy right here is a survivor from cancer. Look at him. He is fantastic. He is adorable. He will melt your heart in less than 2 seconds, people. He will.
Just happened.
He's just amazing. He's amazing. His weight's a little bit light, but he's growing like a little bean sprout. Cannabis isn't holding him back. He doesn't look dumb. He's not falling down on his face. He's got a stunt inside his chest. Not a lot of us would know that. A lot of us don't even understand the sickness that you, sir, you might be in. I can't just look at you and judge. Same thing with the general public. They can't look at me and judge why I use cannabis. I could probably give you 15 reasons right now. Easily. Not too long ago, I just had a prostatitis. Gave me some severe kidney pain. And I've known about cannabis for a long time. I've smoked over 25 years. And during the course of this horrendous kidney pain, I did some experimentation with edibles. And at first I wasn't kind of sure like what was really going on, whether or not it was the coconut oil that I used to extract my cannabis bed, whether that was coating my kidney, making it feel edible. But I know that when I took the edibles, it took the edge of the pain off, and it lasts for a very long time. I'd rather take cannabis than Norco, Oxy, morphine, any of that stuff. You know, seriously, the pills that these people are giving to you are poison. That joint is not poison. That joint will not hurt you. Okay? Seriously, everybody just open your minds. You know, pot's been around for centuries. it's never killed anyone. It's never killed anyone. Look what it's spared this little boy right here. Like, dude, you're amazing. You know that?
He said yes, I am.
One more thing, and I'm gonna wrap it up. Cannabis will do something for you called harm prevention. If you find that smoking a joint helps you to drink less or take less pills, or it can keep you off of heroin, it can keep you off of amphetamines, it can keep you off of cocaine, it can keep you off of X, it can keep you off of so many other drugs. Seriously, this plant is just a miracle thing. It's here for us. Everybody, please research it. Please do what you can to understand this plant a little bit more, and don't be judgmental of this plant. You have predetermined thoughts or opinions of this plant because it very much could save your life. Thank you very much.